back to another episode. We are back down here below this big giant spillway. I was out here a few days ago kind of on a scouting mission, which ended up turning into just a fish catching mission, which is the best kind of scout mission. But while I was here, there was a few things that I was wishing that I had on me to hone in on my craft and possibly catch even more fish and bigger fish. And so that is what we're here this morning to do. I've got some heavier jig heads, I've got a little bit bigger sized grubs, and I'm excited. The water looks great. It's a beautiful morning. It's a lot cooler this morning than it was the other day whenever I was here. It was like 35 degrees this morning, which is kind of crazy, but whatever. We're bundled up right now in some layers. We'll probably shed them here in a little bit, but it's just gorgeous. There are birds flying right everywhere. There's gulls, there's pelicans, and like I said, the water looks prime for us to be able to catch the fish. Also with us today, I brought a bucket to keep a few of these fish, take them home and eat them. We're looking for white bass, stripers, drum, bass, literally anything that we can get our hands on today. So if y'all are excited for today's adventure, do me a huge favor. Hit thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel for good luck, and let's see what we can wrangle up out of this spillway today and throw in our bucket to take home and eat. Let's go. All right, we're rigged up. I'm gonna start off with just a single jig head and a grub. This is a 1/4 ounce head. This is a crappie magnet slab curly, just white and chartreuse. Get the best of both worlds for these fish. These stripers and white bass, they love white, they love chartreuse, so we're gonna give them a little bit of both. We're gonna see if this 1/4 ounce head gets down there good, see if he gets bit, see if we need to change it up, see if we need to double up on jig heads. I would prefer to have a double jig, but I don't want to have too much weight. But I think that we would be okay with 2 1/4 ounces. See if there's anything biting right now. Usually you like low light, but we don't have that right now. There we go, fish on, fish on. Feels like a pretty good one. There we go. Starting the day off with a nice naughty white bass. Took us a couple casts to get one, but that's okay. Might be because we only have one jig on there. That's a good keeper size. We're gonna hold off on keeping them for right now. We're gonna keep some, but we're just gonna wait a minute. But we got ourselves a nice white bass to start off with. Go ahead and toss them in there. Definitely gonna be putting some stuff in the bucket. Just wanna hold off to kind of see what we're gonna get into first. Ideally, I would like to bring some stripers home. I slightly prefer them over the white bass. There we go, fish on. Oh, that's a better fish right there, guys. That is a fighter. Is that a drum? Sure enough, it's a drum. Oh, he bit it and went the other way. Second fish of the morning is our friendly neighborhood drum guy. Nothing wrong with that. He's got brown eyes. Sometimes the drum got blue eyes, sometimes he got brown eyes. He's got some golden colors to him. Nice looking fish. Flip him back in there. I really feel naked without my second jig up there. Thinking about putting the double jig rig on. I beefed up my gear, so lately I've been throwing the ACC 6'6" one-piece medium. But whenever I'm throwing the 1/4 ounce heads, I like to use a little bit stiffer of a rod. So this is the 6th Sense Response series rod. It's a 7-foot medium light, just a little bit beefier. Really like this rod for river fishing, multi-species action. Got a little bit heavier line on here. And I like it just in case we hook up with something enormous. Well, you know, it's kind of crazy, but I only caught those 2 fish. I fished for about 45 minutes up there, got those first 2 pretty quickly, and then nothing. The water's the same. The water's been the same today, but it's actually lower than it was the last time I was here, but that shouldn't really matter. What I'm thinking is factoring into the fish not biting is just how bright and sunny it is. Like I mentioned, they like that low light, but it's hard to say. I went back and threw my normal jigs that I was catching with the other day, and I didn't get anything. I got right up next to that little wall, didn't get anything, so I'm thinking it's a time of day issue, it's a brightness issue, it could be a me issue, but with as many as I was catching, I think it's a culmination of other factors. But I'm gonna walk downstream just a little bit. There's a couple spots where the current is breaking. I'm gonna see if there's any fish hanging in those current breaks, but if we don't get anything there, then we're actually going to pack up and head to another spot that I've been wanting to check. I haven't been there at all this year. It should be good. It's a weird spot. It's very hit and miss, but if it's a hit, it could be a big hit. So let's walk down here a little bit, check this out, and then if no bueno, then we'll go to spot number 2. have arrived here at spot number 2. If you look right here, we got this crazy low water bridge spillway thing. You used to could drive across, but we had some high water several years ago that completely destroyed it. I used to literally drive my truck across this thing whenever I was a kid. But the water looks pretty good. It's up, it's murky, but we got a little current break there. We've got one right over here behind me there. We got one right here kind of at this little ramp, this little walkway. And I'm excited. I also noticed right over here, if you look on the bank, we've got some drum guys that aren't doing too good. Somebody caught them and tossed them up here. They're actually still breathing. Oh my gosh. Somebody just recently caught these. So we got Jimmy. I'm gonna toss him back in the water. He might not be alive, but we'll see what happens. A gar or something will eat him. Maybe he'll come back to life. That's Timmy. We got Kimmy right here. And Lemmy. That's Lemmy. But yeah, they're still kind of floating, but I don't really like to see fish just thrown up on the bank. They can be kind of messy, kind of nasty, kind of stinky. I know that some raccoons might would have got them, but we'll just toss them back in the water and see if maybe a big fish will eat them. But anyways, it gives me some hope that we'll at least catch something. If it's just a drum, you know, oh well. But we can catch anything down here. I've been hearing some crazy fish getting caught. So let's get rigged up for this spot, see what happens. So far, no luck on the jigs. I had some sort of fish snagged up for a second. Now we're gonna try a piece of night crawler. Oh, there's a fish. That's not exactly what we're after, but we'll take it as our first fish down here at spot number 2. A little long-eared sunfish. You can't say that that's not what you're after whenever you're throwing a live night crawler down there. Pretty fish. Be cool if there was some big bluegill over here. I've caught some big ones down here before. All right guys, we're back with you. So yesterday we fished all over the place and didn't really get on much, and it was kind of unexpected, but I guess just because it was so bright and sunny and I got out there a little bit later than I needed to. I thought this first spot we went to was gonna be like our money zone, but for whatever reason it just wasn't. And when we hit the other spots, it still wasn't any good. So we're out here, it's day 2 of the spillway fishing mission. We're out here in the afternoon and it should be a lot better. There's already a lot of people out here fishing. Looks like the water is really good and I'm sure they're biting, and we're planning on being out here all afternoon and into the night a little bit. So hopefully we can make some magic happen. So we're gonna gather all of our gear, hike down there to the water's edge, start casting. Hopefully we'll get into some. See you guys down there. Fish on, baby. Fish on, baby. First cast. Oh, it's a skippy. That was easy. That was easy. I'm gonna throw them in my bucket. You want one? I'm probably gonna catfish here in a little bit. This is all I need though. If I catch another one, you can have it. All right, we're gonna toss a skipjack in this bucket. I got my catfish poles this afternoon. We're gonna toss them out here in a little bit. All right, we're doing the deed. Started off tossing those jigs. Haven't had any bites. The wind is blowing so hard. We're hoping that it'll lay down a little bit, but while we're waiting for it to lay down, got us a nice chunk of that skipjack. I'm gonna put it on this catfish rig, stick it in the rocks, let it bump down in the current, see if we can't catch ourselves a kitty cat. That would get me excited, and that's the best bait you can use down here, besides maybe like a gizzard shad, but they love those cut skipjack. Come over here on the other side of Patrick. Find me a nice little hole in these rocks. I set a catfish pole out here not too long ago. I feel like it was in this area. We'll build us up a little something, something. It is very deep out there. The wind is blowing really hard. Not sure how this is gonna go. And I need to find me a good rock. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, he's on there. He's on there. He's on there, Patrick. He's on there, come on. Yeah, fish on. Kitty cat on the skipjack. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. We're not catching any white bass or striper or crappie right now. But we got this catfish right out there. And we got a nice catfish. I don't know if it's a blue or channel or flathead yet. Feels pretty good though. We're working him up against the current, so it makes him feel bigger. But he's not on top spinning yet. Oh, there he is. Not bad. Not bad. Looks like a juicy channel cat. Looks like he's got a big old mouth. Come on up in here. Come on. Come to Papa. Look at him. Look at him, just skiing in here. That's a big old channel cat. Oh, big channel. That's what I'm talking about. Whew. That right there, feed the family. That's how it's done right there, guys. That is a big channel catfish. He's probably like 7 or 8 pounds. Look at all the spots on him. Really good looking fish. Got a big old head, big old googly eyes on him. I usually like to keep channel catfish a little bit smaller than this. So unless somebody else up here wants it, we'll probably send him back. But that is a nice catfish right there. Heck yeah. You want a catfish?
Sure. All right, thank you.
No problem. All right, on the board with a catfish off our little skipjack. We're going to cut another piece off of this. The problem is I don't have a knife, I don't have any scissors. My buddy Patrick brought these pliers. So I'm gonna cut another piece of this guy off. It's kind of mangled, but the catfish like it mangled, I think. Oh gosh. Yeah, it'd be all right. Another chunk of skipjack right there. We're gonna do the same thing. Fire this guy back out there on the bottom, let it sit. See if we can't get bit again. I'm gonna try to cast it out there while I have breaking the wind so I can get it as far out there as possible. It was in the perfect spot just then. Here we go. The bait is still on there. Yeah. Same spot as the last one. Just pulling some line out of my reel. Wait until it hits bottom. Okay, we're on bottom, give it a little bit of extra slack. Shove it back here in this little rock hole I made. We're gonna put our little jingle bells back on there so we can hear it when it goes off. Hopefully this thing will fold over with a big old giant catfish shortly. Oh, it's bumping down, I like it. Got one. Oh, it's a sauger, dude. It's a sauger. Oh, baby, there's still some saugers here. This is literally the first fish that I've caught on my jig since I've been down here. They have not been wanting to bite, but now it's starting to get a little dark out here. The wind has lit up a little bit, but it's still ripping. But finally got something. I'm just throwing a single grub, and that's awesome. He's not big enough to eat, but that's a good sign, meaning that we can probably catch some tonight. We'll send him back. A sauger. Oh gosh, that's a fish. That's a fish. Got him. Got him. Catfish. There he is. That feels like a pretty decent one. That's on one of the bluegill heads. Oh, it's a hefty boy. Oh, it's nice. It is nice. He's coming up. Coming up. Coming up. He's getting small. Don't get small. Don't get small. I want you to stay big. Oh, he got smaller. Oh man. What is that? I guess it's a channel. Yep, another little channel cat. Not little, decent one. Oh, always the same. Yes, sir. A little bit smaller, not much smaller. I think we're gonna keep this one. We gave our other one away. But the pickings are slim, and that's a good one. Heck yes. That's our second catfish of the day. A little bit smaller than the last one. He's probably like a 5.5-ish pounder. But it's been a while since I've had a channel cat, so we're gonna keep this guy, throw him in the bucket, and we're going to get the rod back out there so we can't maybe hook another one, maybe catch a crappie on the jigs or a big sauger. That is nice. Oh, bit my thumb. That's the little Jimmy that got the job done. I'm gonna put him straight back on the hook. Had him rig through the lips. I'm gonna rig him up here through his forehead this time. Oh yeah. I was kind of mutilating my skipjack chunks because I don't have a knife. And I just feel like it wasn't that good of a presentation down there. That looks a lot better to me. Toss back out there, see if we can't get lucky with another one before it gets dark. We got about 20 minutes of daylight. The water looks fantastic. The wind has let down a lot, so should be able to start catching some crappie and sauger and stuff. Oh, we out there. We are out in the good stuff. These fish are sucking. Rock boss. You give it a little pop pop. Fish, fish, fish. Oh, it's a crappie. Let's go, dude. They're coming in. I told you they're coming in. Let's go. First crappie of the night. He's going in there with that catfish. I'm about to fall in this dang river. I'm still falling. Oh man. We've been under the suspicion that these fish are hanging out way out deep. It's really a lot of current out there, so you can't really fish out there. But now that it's starting to get a little bit darker, the wind has kind of let up. They're starting moving in close. And that's a good sign right there, guys. Nice slab white crappie. Yeah. We're hooked up, guys. Last second catfish. I'm not sure if I was recording just now when the pole went down, but we on. We're way out there. He felt kind of big, and then he felt kind of small, and now he feels kind of medium. Hope it's a blue. We need a blue in the mix. Oh, there he is. He's spinning. Got a little yellow tail. Looks like another nice channel. Oh, come to daddy. Not bad. I got some like resistance for some reason. Oh, I got some, what the heck? I have a fish and I have some line and there's something on the other end of the line. What the heck? Do I have a fishing pole? Did I catch a fishing pole? I might have a fishing pole. I might have a fish and a fishing pole. Is that a stick? What is that? I got a bunch of line. That's a stick. Does this fish have another hook in him? Well, we got the line out of the water. It's like some 100-pound test. Gosh dang. Okay, what's the dealio here? All right, so this fish definitely ate my stuff. No? It's just my hook. He's not even hooked in my hook. He's just lassoed. My hook is broke, by the way. Look at that, my hook is broke. I don't understand. All I know is I got a catfish. I don't know how I got this catfish, but I got a catfish. And it is another nice, good eating size channel. Let's go throw him in the bucket. I have to tie a new hook on that pole. That pole is jacked up. Yeah, and my hook wasn't even in his mouth, and my hook is broken in half.
It's so weird.
There he is, guys. Catfish number 2. Go with our crappie in there. Oh, they're grumpy. There we go, dude, they're on the rocks. They're on the rocks, they're here. They are here. Dude, throw us in that bucket. Got our second crappie. You can see it's gotten very dark out here. But second crappie to go with our catfish. Good keeper. Busted out the 13-foot jig rod. Just reaching out on the edge of these rocks and just jiggling it. Just swimming it around. That's awesome. So we got 2 crappie and 2 catfish and half a skipjack in the bucket. I don't want to eat the skipjack, but he's in there if things go southward for us. That's a nice one. Another nice crappie. Woo! Heck yeah. It's a little black crappie. No, it's a white crappie. Another good little keeper. That's fantastic. I wish they would have bit earlier when it was good daylight, but we'll work with it. Nice fish. All right, my friends, we're back here at the house. Man, what a grinder of the last couple of days it has been trying to catch some dang fish at spillways. You know, normally this time of year we thrive fishing those locations. We catch so many fish, and I have no doubt in my mind that we'll be able to go back down and catch some more fish down at those spillways. Just for whatever reason, it just was not really meant to be at any of those spots. And all those places can be pretty hit and miss, especially in the springtime, because we have, you know, fluctuating water conditions and the clarity can change really quickly. But I think the only thing that was kind of messing us up at the first day was just it was so bright and sunny. We needed to be out there, you know, first thing it's daylight. We're fishing the last little bit in the afternoon. But then the second day, I'm really not sure what was going on. You know, it was better conditions, but it was very windy. I'm not sure if it had anything to do with it. But then we did catch a few fish when it got dark, but I feel like we should have caught more leading up to that. But I say all this to say that I still had so much fun being out there fishing. You know, it is my true passion. Whether or not we catch a bunch of fish, it's just nice being able to be out there next to the water's edge, view some wildlife, and to also catch some fish, which we did do. You know, we did catch some nice catfish, caught some crappie, caught a sauger, caught a white bass, caught a drum. So all in all, it was a fantastic time, and I'm looking forward to getting back out there again real soon and hopefully wearing them out. But until then, this is where we're going to end today's episode. Thank y'all so much for watching. If y'all enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Be checking back regularly. We're posting a ton this time of year because we're out catching a lot of fish, doing a lot of fishing. So be on the lookout for future uploads, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Bye, guys.